James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're off from Tampa. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Give to Irving to start this drive. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
Going to the ground again on first. Can do it on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
From the gun, Mayfield. To his back. Here's Rashad White. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on third and short. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on third down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got to his running back. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10, it's a gift to White. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now their opening drive's certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. It's White on the give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
They that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Mayfield now from the gun. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap from Mayfield. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's going to be 4th and short. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. That one's nabbed by Allen. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing in the double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
1st down. Here's Baker. Bails out of the pocket quick. Cut near the goal line. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Allen will score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. So nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner. And the year begins on a high note with a touchdown. Yeah, they'll be able to begin the season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will. But I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Cam Scatterbo on the ground. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play? Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Darts out of the shotgun. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatterbo. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 24-yard dash, and it gives them the first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer. You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable.
and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. He's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll start out with third and maybe a couple inches at most. And they're going to down them by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When we've got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders, we sign up for it.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Now darts going in the air. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the pistol, he gave the scan boot. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Your start now. Near the goal line. And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants finish off their opening drive. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
They send this away. This is Allen to return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. He has this down to the 34. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
He gives to Allen out of the shotgun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Ooh, got him close to the line to gain. Down to the 25, 3rd and maybe a yard. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Mayfield looking to throw on this 3rd and 1. That one complete to Pitts. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a second quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. They pitch it out to him here. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 44. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of the defense.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Design quarterback run here. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. And that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Into traffic. Complete. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Yes, hit! The ball is out! The Buccaneers pick it up. There he goes, right sideline! And he will take it back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Trying to find his tight end. So it's second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second down, Mayfield to pass. Finds him on the crossing route. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. First down from the 42. From the gun, Mayfield. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Throwing again is Baker. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And things look tougher now with third and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Got a man, this is Evans. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers, they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. And they get this down to the 28. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. Back to Pitts it goes. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face third and 3. Mayfield now from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come up on first and 10. From the red zone on first. Has it down close. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This makes it up to the 25.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He'll throw it. He's loaded another one up. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Has this at the 6. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground here, Tracy. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Tracy once more. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
First down, and they go right back to it. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Darts out of the shotgun. Finds the in route, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st down, here's Darts. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And the Buccaneers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
The chances to score have been so few and far between for your offense, Kate. You got to come through in these opportunities, especially now in the 2nd half. Like all game, this defense has just risen to the occasion and jumped on the chance at that interception.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down now, ball at the 33. It's Allen again. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Javon Holland there to make the stop.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to Allen. This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that first down marker, Brock. Play gets it up to the 43.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Allen flying this straight ahead. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd and 7.
They go right back to Tracy. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. So 20 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. Escapes the defender. And he is finally out of bounds as he takes it all the way down to the 20. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Okay, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
You know what that play shows me defensively, Kate? That this group was on it. Situationally, they were aware the wide receiver could touch it in the red zone, and they were all over it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Over on the toss to Tracy. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This is Allen to return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Allen. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Baker now from the gun. They did it! He made the interception! And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, New York. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way. It's
really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 7. Stopped on the run back to the 27. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Now a toss. It's Allen. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
3rd and long, Mayfield. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who could close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Fourth and forever coming up. Here we go. It's Mayfield. Buys time, rolling right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. It's a New York touchdown! The Giants take a 4th quarter lead.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard
line. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. He rolls to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. The rookie from Texas comes up with it. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. A draw now. This is Tracy. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off to Tracy. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Third down, Buxton in the dime set defensively. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now. Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Oh, this is going to be close, and it's no good. He hooked it too far left. And they fail to make this a two-score ball game.
And hope still remains in the building, Kate. Not a two-score game. In fact, a make there, well, it could have been the death knell. But the miss, you just see it breathes some new life into the opposing sideline.
First down, here's Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up second down. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Guess who? Pitts has another. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. He'll look to throw it. Get this one underneath to Allen. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Motion the tight end over. Here he is to throw. On the move, hit it right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Setting up to pass. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, here's Dart. Buying some time right. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays right before the snap. You know, if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Dart setting in to throw here. Chased out to his right. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing now. Escapes the pocket. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. He arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First down throw here. Mayfield. Forced out to his right. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it. Trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Coming left is Tracy. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. You know, not much to be had on that first down, Brock. First couple of plays of overtime. How do you approach things?
SOS. And I'm not talking desperation. I'm talking about stay on schedule.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. Running this with Tracy. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They give to Allen out of the shotgun. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. If they can do something here, ready to operate on second down. Buys time, rolling right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and short, Mayfield. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he's down to almost, actually going to give him the 30 here. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
30-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. On the move, headed right. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
This is Allen on second. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Mayfield now from the gun. Has it in close. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers claim a 6-point lead. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. Look, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today. Getting the win in week 1.
Yeah, a bad start on the other side could snowball on you. One loss into 2 and 3 and so on. But get that early win, it can get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings of a season and lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front half of the schedule.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.